So 13 News Now reporter Jacqueline Lee was in the court when that decision came down. Jacqueline.
Christina, Ashley, the decision of the jury was unanimous. They found 16-year-old Will Patterson Jr. guilty of all 12 felony charges, including attempted capital murder on law enforcement. Now, when that verdict was read, Patterson could be seen crying. We saw members of his friends and family getting very emotional during the verdict reading as well. Now, in terms of Officer Angelina Boccolini's side of things, her friends and her family, as well as members of the Portsmouth Police Department, said they were overjoyed with the outcome of this trial. After court today, the Commonwealth's attorney issued this statement in response to the verdict.
We are very satisfied with the verdict handed down this morning. I want to thank our excellent team of attorneys and staff for their tireless preparation in presenting this case. We are glad to have played a part in obtaining justice for Officer Boccolini. Thank you.
And Patterson is looking at a maximum punishment of 2 life sentences plus 63 years. His sentencing hearing is scheduled for July 10th. Live in Portsmouth, Jacqueline Lee, 13 News Now.
Jacqueline, thank you for that report. Now, some of the most emotional testimony and evidence came on Tuesday in day 2 of that trial. Now, during the trial, Officer Boccolini took the stand and prosecutors showed footage from the body cam Officer Boccolini was wearing.
So in it, you see Patterson, who was 15 years old at the time as Officer Boccolini tries to arrest him. Moments later, bullets fly, and you hear Officer Boccolini scream.
Very tough video to watch, and when it played, people in the courtroom on both sides began crying.
Officer Boccolini says she spotted Patterson back on Hickory Street. He was again 15 years old on his bike. She recognized him as a runaway. She says she followed him briefly and abruptly stopped her car, and that's when Patterson's bike hit it. The defense asked why she stopped so suddenly and why she did not turn her body cam until after that.
So she said she detained him, but she did not search him before trying to put cuffs on him, which is standard protocol. Now, as she tried to cuff him, that's when she said he started shooting at her. He then ran off, but was later taken into custody.
One officer testified in court Tuesday, and that's when Patterson was taken. When Patterson was taken into custody, that he smiled and said that they took the handcuffs off of him, he would bleep them. And that's a quote right there. All of this happening while Officer Boccolini was taken to a hospital, hanging on for her life, but she survived.
So right now you are watching video of Officer Angelina Boccolini when she walked out of Centera Norfolk General Hospital 2 weeks after that shooting. So a surgeon testified in court this week that a tourniquet used the day of the shooting saved her life, and that she lost so much blood, if they had waited any longer, she would not have made it.
But the pain remains. Officer Boccolini says her arms and legs still hurt. She still hasn't returned to work and worries that she may never be able to do so. And we will have much more on this verdict tonight, starting at 13 News Now at 4. Stay with us on air and on 13newsnow.com, as well as on our app for all the latest information.